Gladiator 2. 16 years after Marcus Aurelius' death, Rome is ruled by the corrupt twin emperors Geta and Caracalla. In the North African kingdom of Numidia, the refugee Hanno lives with his wife Arishat. The Roman army, led by General Acacius, invades and conquers the kingdom, killing Arishat and enslaving Hanno along with other survivors. The slaves are taken to Ostia, where Lucius is bought by a stable master Macrinus, who promises Hanno an opportunity to kill Acacius if he wins enough fights in Rome. This historical epic, action and drama film, directed and produced by Ridley Scott, released this past November 14th, 2024 in Latin America, is a sequel to the 2000 film Gladiator and features the participation of renowned actors such as Paul Mescal in the main role of Lucius Verus Aurelius, alias Hanno, Pedro Pascal as the Roman general Acacius, Connie Nielsen, who reprises her role as Lucilla, among others. For those of us who have seen the movie Gladiator, the story of this sequel seemed interesting enough, exciting, dramatic, emotional, bloody, with a good dose of action, and entertaining only to a certain extent, since we did not find it at all very good, excellent, nor spectacular, since in our honest opinion it contains several shortcomings that somehow spoil and take away credibility from the film. To begin with, the story in this new installment is somewhat predictable. It shows several elements already presented in the original film, in addition to showing exaggerated and fictitious scenes or situations difficult to believe, even for a production of this genre. It contains what is called historical licenses by showing situations or events that never happened, were invented, exaggerated, or distorted in order to accommodate the story and add drama to it. And on the other hand, in our opinion, it presents an ending that leaves much to be desired. Many film critics have harshly criticized this film, and there are countless articles on the web that you might find interesting to read if you want to know in detail about the historical inaccuracies or other mistakes that, according to them, Ridley Scott made when making this film. Even with the shortcomings that this production contains, it must be said that this movie at least fulfills its purpose of entertaining the viewer in one way or another, and that is why we consider that it is not a bad movie, but it did not completely meet our expectations of the sequel that we expected to watch. And it is far from being as good as the original film, which honestly speaking is much better. In short, for us, Ridley Scott made the same mistakes he made when making his adaptation of Napoleon Bonaparte's story in the 2023 film Napoleon. As for the production elements, we highlight the cinematography, costumes, set designs, makeup, soundtrack, and special effects, although some of those special effects, such as the computer-generated images of certain animals, did not seem good at all. Without giving out any spoilers, we will only tell you that in terms of editing, we did not like at all the opening credits sequence of the film that gave us the impression that we were about to see an animated or low-budget film. The performances of the cast, including the extras, seemed to us in general terms to be between acceptable and good, but none of them seemed memorable. And we believe that Paul Mescal was not the best choice to play the role of Hanno, since we did not find him very convincing in his role in this film. We were very pleased to see Connie Nielsen, who still looks beautiful at 59 years of age and after 24 years of making the original movie. In case you didn't know, a controversial fact about this sequel is the case of Egyptian-Palestinian actress May Kalamawi, who was originally going to play an unimportant character in the film and ends up appearing in an uncredited and unspoken background role as Macrina's partner. Some publications link this apparent omission to the ongoing war in Gaza and her support for Palestine in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. In short, this sequel, in general terms, seemed only good and nothing more to us due to the aforementioned shortcomings. That's why we gave it a score of 3 stars out of 5. At least it kept us entertained enough from start to finish. But honestly speaking, we expected to see something much better, or at least similar in all aspects to the original 2000 film. And unfortunately, it was not the case. Until next time!